The book of Daniel stands out as a beacon of hope and prophecy in the midst of the Old Testament. It transports us back to the 6th century BC, to the heart of the Babylonian Empire. Nebuchadnezzar the ruler had conquered Jerusalem and taken captive a select group of young Israelites. Among them was Daniel, a young man of noble lineage. An exceptional character, little did he know that he would become a crucial figure in God's plan, interpreting dreams and receiving visions that would reveal the future, the life and times of Israel. Daniel's prophecies provide a compelling narrative of faith and courage in the face of adversity. His unwavering trust in God, even in the midst of trials and tribulations, serves as an inspiration to believers of all generations. The book is a tapestry woven with stories of divine intervention, profound visions, and enigmatic prophecies that have intrigued and challenged readers for centuries, from the fiery furnace to the lions. Daniel's experiences illustrate the power of faith and God's sovereignty in the lives of those who trust him. The book of Daniel is unique in its dual nature. It offers a glimpse into the lives of individuals who remain faithful to God despite facing immense pressure to conform to the dominant culture. At the same time, it reveals God's plan for the future by outlining the rise and fall of empires and pointing to the ultimate triumph of his kingdom. Through Daniel's experiences and the prophecies revealed to him, we gain a deeper understanding of God's sovereignty over history. We witness how he orchestrates events, raises up leaders, and judges nations according to his divine purpose. The book serves as a reminder that even in the midst of uncertainty and turmoil, God is at work in his plan for the redemption of humanity and the establishment of his eternal kingdom. From an early age, Daniel demonstrated a shaky commitment to God. When taken captive to Babylon, he purposed in his heart to remain true to his beliefs. He refused to defile himself with the king's delicacies. This steadfastness, even in seemingly small matters, set the stage for Daniel's extraordinary life of faith. Daniel's faith was not just a matter of personal conviction. It was the driving force behind his actions. He sought God diligently through prayer and the study of Scripture. His understanding of God's character and promises provided him with an unshakable confidence, even as he faced seemingly insurmountable challenges throughout his service in the Babylonian court. Daniel's wisdom and integrity earned him the respect of both rulers and subjects. He interpreted dreams, deciphered enigmatic writings, and provided wise counsel, always acknowledging God as the source of his abilities. Daniel's life demonstrated that true faith is not passive, but actively shapes every aspect of our being, influencing our choices, guiding our actions, and ultimately impacting the world around us. Daniel's unwavering faith serves as an enduring example for believers today. In a world that often pressures us to compromise our beliefs, Daniel's life encourages us to stand firm in our convictions. His story reminds us that true success is not measured by worldly achievements, but by our faithfulness to God. To cultivate a deep and lasting relationship with him, we also experience the strength, wisdom, and courage that characterized Daniel's remarkable life. The episode of the fiery furnace remains one of the most dramatic illustrations of faith and courage in the Bible. Nebuchadnezzar, in a display of arrogance, erected a golden statue and ordered all his subjects to worship it. Daniel's 3 friends, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, refused to bow down their loyalty to God, overcoming any fear of earthly consequences. Facing the wrath of the king, they declared, "Our God, whom we serve, can deliver us from the burning fiery furnace. And your hand, O king, will deliver us from the burning fiery furnace. And your hand, O king, will deliver us." Their unwavering faith was a testimony to the power of belief to overcome even the most daunting challenges. The enraged king ordered that the furnace be heated 7 times hotter than normal, and ordered the 3 young men to be thrown into it, to the astonishment of everyone. Instead, they walked freely into the fire, accompanied by a 4th fig whose appearance was similar to God's. This miraculous deliverance showed the power of God and his faithfulness to those who remain faithful to him. The fiery furnace has become a symbol of God's protection and the triumph of faith over fear. Seemingly insurmountable odds, God is able to deliver his people. His courage to stand firm in his beliefs, even at the cost of his life, continues to inspire generations of believers to live their faith boldly, knowing that God is with them in every trial. The story of Daniel in the lion's den is another powerful testimony to his unwavering faith and God's divine protection. Jealous of Daniel's favor with the king, his enemies plotted to bring about his downfall. They persuaded Darius, the reigning monarch, to issue a decree. Despite the decree, Daniel continued to pray openly to God 3 times a day, facing Jerusalem. As was his custom, his enemies took advantage of this act of defiance and denounced him to the king. Bound by his own decree, Darius reluctantly ordered Daniel to be thrown into the lion's den. Despite the terrible circumstances, the king clung to a glimmer of hope, saying to Daniel, "Your God, whom you serve continually, he will deliver you." Throughout the night, all night long, Daro waited anxiously for dawn, unable to eat or sleep, his heart heavy with worry for Daniel. At the first light of dawn, the king ran to the den and shouted, "Daniel, servant of the living God, your God, whom you serve continually, can deliver you from the lions." To his immense relief, Daniel replied, "O king, live forever. My God has sent his angel and closed the mouths of the lions, so that they may not harm me, because innocence has been found in me before him, and also against you, O king. I have committed no crime." Extremely happy, the conspirators who sought Daniel's downfall were then thrown into the den along with their wives and children, where they were immediately devoured by the lions. This event served as a powerful demonstration of God's justice and his unwavering protection of those who remain faithful to him. The story of Daniel in the den of lions has resonated with believers for centuries, reminding us that God is powerful to deliver us from any danger, lead us into difficult situations, but he will ultimately vindicate and protect us. Daniel's unwavering trust in God, even in the face of imminent death, serves as a shining example of courage, integrity, and faith that continues to inspire people from all backgrounds. His story reminds us that with God on our side, we have nothing to fear in the darkest circumstances. We can cling to the promise that he is with us. He will fight for us and ultimately deliver us.